Hey, welcome to the new season of Bears Banter, season 4. Tonight, we got myself on here, Bernard Muhammad. We got Dr. Quick, and we got Mo Cross. What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
All right.
Not much.
We waiting on Jay Beasley. I know Guy can't make it tonight. He got to work, and Plank got something going on. Hey, congratulations to Plank. Plank just tested out for his 5th degree in karate. He just got his belt 5th degree on that.
That's what's up. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple people just got their 5th degree in crazy. Instead of karate, they got it in crazy, you know. Man.
Hey, do they got a test for that?
What, crazy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they pass every damn day.
They're gonna be a grandmaster, man.
Man, every day they pass that test. You like, man, this dude crazy as hell. Be like, oh, he passed the test. There you go. Now. Oh yeah.
Hey, baby. Hey, anyway, hey, what you been had going on this summer, Mo?
Oh man, you know me, just working out, trying to get my health in order.
Okay.
That's it, man. That's the main thing, and of course my career.
Okay. Okay. Hey, what about you, Mike? I mean, you got any games going on? What's going on with you, Doc? I know you had your graduation last month.
Yeah, went to graduation, which was out, and then been working baseball, like College Wood Bat, and then some minor league baseball, independent. So my last games are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come on out to Schaumburg. Check out the Schaumburg Boomers. The black guy on the black umpire will be me.
Okay. Hey, so we talking about the Bears preseason, and we done had 2 games so far. We done had training camp. I mean, what y'all want to start at? I mean, is anything y'all saw? I mean, who looks good? Who don't look good? What y'all want to start at?
I guess we could start with the ugly first.
The ugly, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah, we can start with the ugly first, man. I'm gonna say it's pretty much the same culprits from last season. St. Brown, he's not looking too fresh. Mr. Jones Jr. I just think his confidence is shot. He got all the talent in the world, but the mental capacity is not there right now. So hopefully he can get that in order. And then, of course, the injuries. You know, like as far as the offensive line, you know, we talked about it off camera. You got Wright. He went down with an ankle injury. Hopefully he'll be okay. But then you got Jenkins, 4 to 6 weeks. So that's a big blow. You got Big Nate, who's just really coming back into his own. I guess he had like some family problems or something like that. But hopefully we can put it together, man, because the Packers is going to be a good game for us. And I want us to blow them out, but it's going to end up being a good game if our line can't be in order, man.
Okay. Hey, quick, what you got as far as, you know, I guess good, the bad, the ugly? Which one you want to start with?
I don't know. I think that might have been me. Am I still echoing at all?
No, it's gone now.
Okay. Well, you know, let's get to the nitty gritty of this thing, because y'all know I am not a Velus Jones, Velvet Jones, or whatever damn Jones y'all want to call this dude. I am not a fan of his. I think we should trade him for 2 Snickers bars and a Kit Kat and just be gone with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just he doesn't look like he belongs here. And I come on there and guys be like, man, we just got to give him a chance. Like, how many chances do you need? Like, how many fumbles do we have to watch? You know, just he doesn't look like an NFL caliber player at this moment. And here's the thing. So, like, the special teams coach was raving about him, but how much is he really gonna play on the offense unless somebody gets hurt?
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, like we need to get rid of him. And so the injuries, me being a defensive back, I am raving about Stevenson. That boy is going to
Balling.
with him, Brisker, and Gordon. Man, you talking about some young, hungry dudes that's gonna put a lot of pressure on some offenses where you just, we just not gonna have what we used to in the backfield. I saw him play and was just blown away. He gave up that big play that first time against the Titans, got the nerves out, and you talking about a guy that just shows up on film. I was like, oh my God, we got him. And here we go. So look, we got him in the By Felicia trade. Yeah, we got him in that.
That's what they call it now.
Trade. Yeah, By Felicia. I can't say the guy's name, but he plays for the Ravens now. But we got him in the By Felicia trade in the second round. Yep. That was a steal. That was really a steal. Because we picked up I can't even say the guy's name, the African defensive end. I can't even say his name. How y'all say his name?
I forgot his name too.
Ikibagwe or whatever.
Yeah.
I just call him Zimbabwe from now on. We got Zimbabwe and Stevenson out of that same thing and paid less money than what we did. And then the linebacking core than what we got. I mean, we got them basically on layaway. Didn't spend a lot of money. I keep saying Ryan Poles is a genius. I said it before he even had his first draft that the man knows how to spend money. I recall back on the tape, and I was like, you get that dude $100, he coming out there with a basket full of stuff that you didn't think you needed, but you just piece it all together somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, so I agree with you, Velez Jones. I see Mark. Yeah, we can see your comments and your name. Yeah, I agree. He's just not getting it done. I mean, I was one of the people that kind of like hoping he could turn it around, but realistically, I don't see them wasting a lot of time with him. I mean, when you fumbling the ball or don't know how to feel a punt in preseason, I mean, it don't get no worse than that. I mean, this is where people show out, right, to try to prove themselves, and you misjudging balls, and you don't have value as a kickoff returner in this league no more. I mean, at the most part, you're getting touchbacks. So if he can't prove himself as a punt returner, I don't know how he makes this team. And so,
well, he's gonna make the team.
He's gonna make it.
But he ain't gonna be here next year.
Yeah.
So we can just have a hoorah party right now. Oh yeah, Velez Jones. The dude is gone. And wait a minute now. Let's get to this. Have I been wrong about who's gonna leave yet?
No, not that I know of.
Haven't. He's out of here. He's gone. So we get unless he puts up an all-pro year, because you got to think about this. Scott can do what he do.
Yeah,
Scott can do exactly what he does.
Right. And that's why they drafted. That's why they drafted Scott. That's why they drafted Scott, right?
Yeah. Bye, Felicia. He's gonna be gone too.
I think if Scott was healthy and playing in the preseason more, then it'd be a whole different tune, because he, like you said, he could do exactly what Velez Jones can do. And then he's younger too, so you got the potential. Velez is what, 25, 26, something like that?
Yeah.
So
47.
He came in the game old. He came in the game with a cane. So it is what it is. I like Scott too, man, as far as in college. So hopefully it could translate over to the pros, man.
And that's the other thing too. Like he's not gonna beat Scott out for a receiver spot, right? Just not gonna do it. And so the guys that are gonna be in there, I mean, he might get some spot time, try to hit him deep or whatever, but he's not gonna be a regular part of the offense. And so, with all of the moves that we have, I was telling my guys this the other day. All of the moves that we have, we still got 2 first-round picks next year.
Yeah. And we got a lot of cap money too.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like, what are we really shopping for next year? I mean, if we get Marvin Harrison Jr., if he falls into our lap, it's a wrap, man. We still got 2 first-round picks next year. After the buzz and all of the hype that we have going on now, we still got 2 first-round picks next year.
Okay, so hey, y'all mentioned offensive line. So right now we have Nate Davis had pretty much set out most of training camp. I think he started practicing this week. Yeah, Tevin Jenkins, who got 2 calf strains. Look like he's going to be out. I think Mo just mentioned 4 to 6 weeks. I think Cody Whitehair is having issues with his hands.
Problem. Yeah.
So they moved him over to guard where he was sucking at last year. Now they bringing the other bomb in. I know Mark said he think he's a double agent, Lucas Patrick. He said he a Green Bay plant. He probably is. Darnell Wright just had he's having some issues
with his ankle.
His ankle.
Mm-hmm.
So right now the most reliable person is Braxton Jones.
Yeah, you got Leatherwood.
Hey man, how do you get 2 calf strains? 2 calf strains, right? Like I've been to the strip club and the girls be twerking and they ain't got 2 calf strains. Like how do you get 2 calf at the same time? Like how does that happen? Your offense will get like. I mean, I don't understand, man.
Hey, that guy is hello. You remember the Gulliver Travels? He that guy. What's his name? Clump. It never make it. They do.
Like you got some weird stuff. Like I don't even understand how that happens.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't know. Is it related to his back or something? I don't know. Like like you try to overcompensate for other injury. I don't know, but he's been having. It gets you a little concerned because to me it's starting to look like when we had Mark Colombo, where Mark Colombo just could not stay healthy. I mean, he finally didn't play until he got to Dallas.
Yeah, and he was healthy there.
Yeah. And so, I mean, he could play, but you got to be able to play. What was that, Mo?
It could have been. It could have started off with his back because the sciatic nerves. And it could trickle down to your calves or whatever like that. So, and then he's a big guy. So, all that pressure and stress on your back and on your lower half of your body is taking its toll already. And he's a young dude. The man got skills, but it's just he can't stay on the field.
Okay.
Yeah, and both of those guys, like even with Tevin and Darnell, they play at a real high, real high level when they play.
Yeah.
They're not taking plays off. So you're gonna have some nicks and bruises on them because they just they monsters, man. I mean, they was talking about in camp when Darnell Wright got knocked down and did a somersault and got back on his feet, and they was like, "Whoa, that's a big dude to be doing that, man. Hold on." They were all like, "What in the world?" So those guys, man, like Tevin and Dot, they play hard, man. So you're gonna get some injuries, freak injuries as well, because it's gonna be like, I don't even know why I'm hurting here. They don't even know what they did. They probably gonna roll somebody up and don't even know what happened.
Right.
So when y'all think about the signing of the defensive end, I'm sorry, I can't think his name right now. The defensive end they just picked up. Yannick. Okay, what do you think about that, Mo?
I think that's a nice pickup as far as because we lacked last year pressure on the quarterback. So that's one of the things that this guy specializes in. As far as stopping the run, he's not so great, but we gotta have. I guess you gotta have one or the other with that price because we got him on it for the cheap. So it's a good thing. Hopefully, we sign another end. But if Gibson keeps showing out, then or show some type of potential, then we should be okay. But I would still say sign another defensive end, maybe a veteran or something like that to bring him in, just to add pressure to Gibson again so he can show off, and then maybe compensate for if Yannick gets double teamed when he's blitzing the quarterback, and then you got another guy on the other end. So
yeah, we got stud linebackers now, so stopping the run is not It shouldn't be that much of an issue because hell, you're gonna have to block them linebackers or you're gonna get rocked. Man, did y'all see that play when the Bears played the Titans and Skorinsky went up against from Philly, the one that got traded from Philly, the middle linebacker.
Tremaine,
No, not Tremaine Edmonds.
Tremaine from
golly.
Buffalo.
Anyway, man, he hit that boy on the goal line.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he went flying, right? I was like, oh my goodness. And they when they posted the video, they was like, welcome to the NFL. He hit him with a forearm shiver, just like, boom, get off me. And he just went like, ah. We talking about another big dude.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I was like, I'm glad we didn't get him because he sucked.
And another thing, man, like to piggyback off of them linebackers, our athleticism is way ahead of what it was last year. Like just from watching that Titans game and looking at Darnell Wright, how he used no skill whatsoever, but his athleticism was able to just keep the pressure from Fields. He didn't have to do nothing special. The dude was just athletic, more athletic than the defensive end. So it's like just that little bit right there, and we talking about from a rookie with raw talent. And then you got them linebackers, like you said, and you got Stevenson who putting the wood to everybody, it seemed like. And he's bringing that force that we need, him and Gordon, because I saw Gordon put the hat to somebody too. He said he's trying to stick it to him at least 3 times a game. So if we can get those guys to hit hard like that in the secondary, that's going to add fuel to the fire for everybody else. That's going to pump up the rest of the defense. So, man, it's looking good, though.
Okay. Hey, so what y'all think about the secondary of the Bears as far as corners and safeties? I see improvement there as well.
Yep.
Man, to me, the weakest link is the guy who's supposed to be the all-pro guy.
Mr. Johnson.
Jalen Johnson. He the weakest link. I mean, literally, me and Jay was talking about this. This guy has 1 interception since he's been with the Bears. And you looking at these young, hungry dogs come in and that's constantly around the ball. I've said it too. He probably won't be here next year either. Depending on what's going on with the picks and the money and all of that, he may not get picked up. So he's got to have his best year ever as a Bear, or he bye Felicia. I mean, it's just that's my whole thing this year because we got players coming in. They got this. They got Pose put a parameter around how old he wanted this team to be. And if you embarking upon that age limit, not putting up plays, and because that wasn't even a Pose pick.
Yeah.
So most of them not Pose pick guys. Bye, Felicia. I mean, they just getting out of here, and he bringing in guys. I'm excited to see what we have come up for the first game and see how it all plays out. I just wish Eberflus would play the starters just a tad bit more.
Yeah.
Just to, and then I posted the other day with Christian, I almost wish the NFL would play in reverse because I would have loved to see the starters out there in that 2-minute drill against Indianapolis just to see what we have,
Right.
Because where are we gonna get that at? In camp against each other? Nah, let's try to get it against some guys that's really trying to stop us.
So I think the secondary is the bread and butter of defense, honestly. I think they have the potential to be the best secondary in football, just off the rookies. Just off how young they are and how hungry they are. And then, like, we ain't even mentioned, like, Eddie Jackson and the other safety. So it's like if Eddie plays how he did last season, we looking real good, in the secondary. And that plays a big part. Now, like we mentioned earlier, you got those linebackers. We got a nice linebacking core. We got a above average defensive line. But yeah, like I think that the secondary can be probably the best in the league this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I really believe that most fans, unless they just kind of stuck in last year, they're going to be happy that the Bears defensively made those moves that they did, because I agree with you. I mean, you actually be improved with those the back seven is going to be a whole lot better than what it was, because what you did have is you had people who was making tackles last year in the secondary early in the season, but they couldn't cover.
Right.
Most of the Bears defense linebackers last year. Matter of fact, none of the Bears linebackers early in the season could actually cover they couldn't cover running backs out the backfield. They couldn't cover tight ends, and it didn't help. Also, they couldn't stop the run as far people, but they could none of those guys cover. None of them. Roquan couldn't cover. What's his name?
You said a bad word.
What?
Felicia.
The guy that they got rid of, he couldn't cover. But then the guy they was moving back and forth, middle linebacker, he couldn't cover anybody. Matter of fact, he couldn't even tackle. I can't even remember the guy. He just couldn't even tackle. He would get there and miss the tackles constantly.
Right, and his services were no longer needed.
right.
You know, the NFL stands for not for long. So if you don't do your job, you won't be there.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like my buddy posted that Tariq Cohen is looking for a team now. A 28-year-old, always injured running back.
Unfortunate, man.
I'll pass. He was. You talking about a great guy, a great talent, but his career probably has run its course.
Yeah.
And you talking about a really small guy in the NFL. You know, not many teams are looking for the gadgets right now. So
nope. That was back in the early 2000 era, man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, he may have to wait to the XFL next year or something.
Yeah.
Or become the coach at Olive Harvey football team. I mean, Chicago State, they looking to start up. Yeah, they looking to start up one. You know, you got to get in the coaching now. You know.
Yeah, because at that age, if you think about it, most of the running backs in the league it's on over. The downside of their career at 28.
Yeah. Nobody's trying to look to sign a 28-year-old running back. Hell, they're not even trying to get these guys money. You know, the biggest fight right now has been, you're looking at, oh man, I keep drawing a blank on names. It took Dalvin Cook a minute to get some money. Oh my goodness, the one from Tennessee.
Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott didn't. Yeah, I mean, you know,
they like just got signed by the Patriots.
Yeah,
and then whatchamacallit from the Titans, Derrick Henry. Where's he at now?
Yeah, he's still there.
He's still with him.
He's still there.
Oh, they were supposed to have been trading him for a minute. They couldn't get nothing for him.
Nah, not for the asking price.
Nah, because they didn't want to pay, and he like, I want to restructure my contract. They like, nah.
And think about it,
$2 an hour later.
Eckler is 28, and remember they gave him permission to seek a trade. Nobody even wanted him on a trade, so it's like. That's how you know. And Eckler is one of the premier backs in the league right now.
He was top rusher, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like
he led a touchdown. So
you're right. Nobody. You know what? No man.
I mean, look. I mean, he ended up staying
with
the Giants, right? But the Giants didn't really pay him no money, did they? I mean, they was like, hey, this is what
$11 million.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, they put the franchise tag on him, so he couldn't do nothing much, and then. They was like, well, you know what? If you want to go somewhere else, let us know. We'll work it out, but we're gonna get something for you. And nobody was like, man, we want him. It was like, all right, man, we'll give you a little contract extension for a year, you know, just so you be all right. You know, what was that? The 5th-year option, and that was it. They not signing running backs like that.
Todd Gurley ruined it for everybody, man. They gave him that big deal in Atlanta, and he didn't do nothing. And they was like, "All right, that's the last time we get these backs."
I think he had 3 yards for the whole year.
Right.
Nothing there. I forgot he was there until you mentioned it.
Let's look at this here. I don't even. I had put a little something. People on the bubble, but I know Vail is. You know, the coach already said something today that made it sound like Vail is not going nowhere. I know
Vildor is out of here.
Vildor probably out of here. He's out of here unless somebody got hurt. Treshner Ebner, he's out of here. What y'all think about
I think St. Brown is
St.
gone.
Brown?
I think he's gone, man.
You
The
think he's
man
gone?
only got what 2 passes thrown this way, and he dropped one of them, and one
Well,
of them he was wide open. So
it was a thing they said about him when they re-signed him, right? Because I was like, why do you re-sign this dude?
he can block.
What? Yeah. So they re-signed him to play special teams, though.
Right, he can block.
So
yeah.
he's a big time special teams player. So you got to look at that as far as being a gunner or stuff like that. So he may be all right. PJ Walker's gonna be here.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's gonna be here.
That we just pray. We all got to do a seance before the games to make sure that Fields don't get hurt,
Man.
because we could be in trouble, man. This dude.
Mhm.
When I looked at him, I was like, how in the hell was he starting at quarterback anywhere?
Right, with Carolina, right?
Yeah, because he's getting a lot of batted balls and stuff like that, right, in practice. And
Man, he was terrible. But DJ Moore was still getting money with him, so I'm like, oh man, we good.
But that's how talented DJ Moore is.
yeah. Yeah. But that shows like he was starting. He was the best player in. What was he in the XFL
arena? He was in one of them. Like
XFL, whichever one of the leagues that had started up. But being the best player there doesn't mean you're an NFL quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be Warren Moon.
Right.
Yeah. And the narrative now that we keep hearing about is, the black quarterbacks and things like that, because somebody made a comment about Trey Lance and Trey Lance really, everything can't be because we black, right? You got to perform when you out there. The dude played one game his senior year, didn't have a lot of reps, and didn't play against a lot of quality competition. But we can't use that. Oh no, man, he black, so we keep trashing the black quarterback. No, we trash at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes guys are trash. It don't matter what color they are, they trash, right? And so you think about it, man. He got hurt, and that's the story of Tom Brady. The guy got hurt, and here come this dude here. The rest is history.
I believe. I think Trey Lance, if you got to let him go somewhere else, to kind of boost his confidence back, because as of right now, even if he performs well, let's just say in this last game of the preseason, even if he performs well, you still got Purdy. Purdy and him are pretty much the same age. So it's like he'll never get in the game unless Purdy, hurts himself or something like that. And then they might go to Sam Darnold. So you still got to wait around. So I say, because I heard that Minnesota was thinking about trading for him. So I say, hey, let him go to Minnesota. That's his hometown. Hopefully he can get some type of confidence. And, they got a young receiving core there. They rebuilding in a way. And, just let him do his thing there.
Yeah, because I hate Kirk Cousins too, man. Oh, my God.
Who you telling?
That dude is like the worst quarterback ever. And he keeps getting a job.
He like the James Harden of the NFL. He's a good regular season player, trash in the playoffs.
And I know we talking about Bears stuff, but sometimes we get on other topics. But right now, Trey Lance reminds me of Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
And when Jameis was in Florida and then he came to New Orleans, it's always gonna be that one guy that he has to try to beat out. Because what happens is you put him in the game, and he starts having some bad stretches, and fans gonna be like, "Man, Purdy should have been in there anyway." So he's always gonna hear that name. So he needs to get out of there anyway to go get a restart. And so it's not good for him to stay there. So it's not like we trashing the black quarterback. The best thing for his career is to leave. Yeah. Man, Purdy should be in there. And man, Purdy. And they not even paying that much for Purdy. You know what I'm saying? They got Purdy for nickels to $1.
Yeah.
Yep. So other than the injury, talking about Trey Lance right now, is other than the injury, he got drafted in a weird situation, right? Most quarterbacks drafted that high, normally going to a bad team. He goes to a team that's Super Bowl ready, just was there 2 years before. Also, he's a player that I say didn't play enough in college. He didn't really get enough games under him. So this is a team where you end up keeping Garoppolo, and then you try to start him, but really in the back of your head, you saying, hey, we playoff bound, but he happened to get hurt. So now you go back to that guy. Then the next guy come in, he plays well. There's no reason they're gonna probably go back to you. There's unless that guy get hurt or he just sucked. So his best bet will be to get traded. But like we did the show on black quarterbacks 2 years ago. For those who didn't see it, look it up. Bears Banter of the black quarterback. And we talked about that, what Mike said about how some quarterbacks were not given a fair shake, but also there are quarterbacks who just was not ready. They just
yeah, that's fact.
Yeah, because you're not gonna sell me on PJ Walker right now. Talking about, man, we gotta not trash the black quarterback. No, that dude is not very good. I mean, I don't care what color he is. He could be yellow. He is not that good, and you just hope, like, man, because a lot of this stuff is riding on the health of fields. And what was good with San Francisco's situation last year was now in the collective bargaining agreement, with the rules committee, competition committee, they said that teams can now have 3 quarterbacks on their roster. And so because, at the end of the year, San Francisco was in there with their 4th quarterback, playing against the Eagles.
Yeah.
And so now that guy won't count against your, I think it's like he won't count against your 53 or something like that. You're able to pull up a practice player if you keep 3 quarterbacks on your roster, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So going into this week, we're not gonna play too many of the starters again, right? Is that what they're saying?
When are they playing? Yeah. That's what I need. When is Fields has played what, seven plays in the preseason?
Yeah, he played a few snaps. That was it.
Through 2 bubble screen touchdowns, and that's it.
That's it.
So I guess what teams are trying to do is these practices against other teams, right? They're trying to milk those to get more game time, because I know the Bears had practice with the Colts a few times.
The Colts, yeah.
Yeah, so they trying to use that. I guess that's the difficulties that you face now with the NFL, because that 4th game used to be
right.
You played all the guys that were kind of on the bubble, or you was trying to see who you could showcase to somebody else. And those vets, the game 3 is when they probably played at halftime. Now you're looking at game 3, they're talking about nobody's playing. So much.
It gives a guy who's on a bubble, or a guy who's really trying to, impress the coaches, an opportunity to show what he could do in like game situations. But that guy's not going to be playing in game situations. So it's like, what are we doing? I get it, but we talking about majority of our starters have played 7 offensive plays. Now, I haven't gone to camp. I haven't seen the timing and everything like that. But you got to get some game time experience behind you to get some of the rust out or whatever. Some of those practices, those are scripted, but we gotta see what we could do in a game situation at the stadium, not on the practice field. Let's see what we can do at the stadium.
I know.
Mike Day said, "What about that rookie backup? I can't think of his name right now. I'm still getting back in football mode. What's his name?
Bajent.
The undrafted guy.
The undrafted.
What y'all think about his play that you've seen so far?
I mean, I know I was talking crazy in the group about him. I was just playing devil's advocate, but all in all, he's a good 3rd stringer. Like right now, his confidence is high because he's playing against other 3rd string players. So I would just say, I would start him this week over PJ, just to see what he's really capable of, and make him run with the 2nd stringers or whoever he's gonna put out there, make him run with that team. And then just to see what he's capable of for a few series, and then sit him down. But I think he solidified his spot. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw that last comment where it said it's dangerous for Fields to play behind that banged up offensive line. It's gonna be real dangerous to put our backups behind that banged up offensive line as well, because one of the stats that really stuck out as far as what I talked about in the competition committee is that no quarterback played all 17 games last year.
Nope. That's
Not
crazy.
one. So you're gonna have to go into this game knowing that your backup has got to play at some point, right? And you got to get your backup ready to play. But I mean, Fields could have played in the first game more than 7 plays
Yeah,
when they
they
wasn't
could have brought
banged
him
up.
out for another. Yeah, they could have brought him out again.
Could have played the first quarter, you know. So we just, I don't know. Maybe
I
it
know. I
works.
heard that. I heard that in the when they played the Colts in the little practice, he went 7 for 7. So they said he was hot.
Okay.
So maybe that's why they didn't play him that second game. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I want to
don't. I
see
don't
us
get it
run the
either.
ball more. I
I
want to see
think
us
we
run.
did good on the run, like with
No, I
Roschon
mean, I'm
Johnson.
talking about transitioning from
Okay,
preseason to in the season. I want to see us
gotcha.
run
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah,
football
for sure. We got a
because
nice
now,
running back core. For
yeah,
real, for real. We
yeah.
Okay,
do.
who you think gonna be the starter in game one, and who's gonna be starting by the end of the season?
I think the more talented player is right now is Foreman.
Okay.
But I think they're gonna start Herbert, and then
Yeah,
Foreman will be the sub, and then Johnson will be behind them. But I think at the end of the season, I think Johnson will be the man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Johnson brings so much to the table. It's
Facts.
just hard to start him right now with it. And we always talk about money and contracts and stuff like that. It's hard to start him right now. But the good thing about him sitting is that he gets a chance to see
Hmm.
everything, learn the playbook. Because when it comes time for it, I firmly believe that he probably would be the starting running back next year without
For sure.
any of this other stuff. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We getting him ready. I just love. I remember I just kept saying trust the process. The process is unveiling itself
Yeah.
Hmm.
in front of our eyes, and you just see it. Johnson will be the
It's
starting running back probably by
it's
halfway in the season.
Yeah, I think
yep.
so too. You know who he kind of not the way he runs, but remind me of a guy who came in the NFL fresh as a running back because he didn't really start in college. I want to say his name was Willie Parker. Was that his name? He played for
Willie
the
Parker.
Steelers.
Oh no, I don't remember the
No.
'60s now, Nutty.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no. This was they call him Fast Willie. I want to say his name was Willie. He played with Ben Roethlisberger now.
Fast Willie.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Fast
I
Willie.
forget it.
They was drinking 40s and zigzags back then. Man, I don't remember. No, but
But
hey,
he was the guy, whoever his name was, he was the guy who took over after Bettis retired. But he went to college. It was 4 years, but he always played behind somebody.
but here's the thing though. Let's not get this twisted, right?
Uh-huh.
Bijan Robinson was the starter,
Right.
but
Hmm.
Johnson played a lot.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
But
were in the
it's not the same.
backfield together. You know, he played a lot. That's just almost like Thurman Thompson and Barry Sanders,
Barry
right?
Sanders.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Barry didn't even get it. No,
He
he
got in
got
there.
in.
Yeah.
He got
It,
in the game.
But
it's
it do
kind of
makes a
like how.
difference though, the amount of pounding that those guys take when you just a starter, right? In
Mm-hmm.
college. I mean, I know they shared the ball, but I mean, these guys, some of them guys, they've been running the ball since Pee-wee, super Pee-wee football, right? And they taking 15, 20 carries at that age. They doing it all the way until they get to high school. Then they probably a bunch of carries and they get to college. I mean, these dudes are literally 3 years in and they trash as running
Yeah,
back.
you remember when the U had all that talent? They had Willis McGahee, they had Clinton Portis, they had Frank Gore. So
So
they
they
had the three head running back.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty much the same way. It's
Actually,
like pick your poison.
I want to file a formal complaint against Texas. We need to do some NCAA investigation because I think they was point shaving. Ain't no way in hell you gonna do
Nah,
any other play but give the ball to Robinson and then give it to
and
Johnson.
Johnson.
I
Yeah,
mean, you trying to throw the ball? Hey, I remember when I coached at Julian, Coach Thanos was there. He said, "Mikey, we gonna do the run and shoot." I said, "Man, we gonna spread it out, Coach. We run and shoot. Yeah, we gonna run the ball and shoot any
Shoot it
suckers
up the
that
middle,
has
right.
ambitions of throwing it." I was like, "Oh, wow." So we need to bring Texas up on charges right now. I mean, if
Texas
you
got
watch
it.
both
They
of their tapes, man, they was scoring at will.
dominating.
Yeah,
If Roshan would have went to any other college, he would have been an All Pro,
Yeah.
yeah.
hands down. He would All American. I mean, he would have been up there. They got another running back that's probably top 5 right now. So they trying to be stacked. You know, Alabama keep one, but Texas trying to get stacked on the running back side.
Right, and you want to throw somebody, man, who's got the smart idea of throwing this football right now? You know what I'm saying? Who's the smart guy that wants to throw the ball? Oh, okay.
Hey, that's one thing I would say we should be able to do well this year is run the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I want to see it translate over to game situations because last year we ran fields a lot. We don't have to really do that this year, but he's gonna take off on his own. But that's just another element because when you know the comparisons came up with Hurts and Fields. Hurts had Miles Sanders, and so that opens up a lot of stuff for him. But you know, you talking about the top rushing quarterback. It's like we're gonna key on him, and then he hands the ball off to him, or then he throws it to the. You know what I'm saying? So the run is gonna open up a lot, especially with you know, the RPOs, run pass options and things like that. So they should be able to do some more things with the offense.
Yeah. If you look at the zone reads and you look at the RPOs, these are more deadly this year. Last year, the most explosive part about any of those plays would have been Fields keeping the ball. You know, because you know, and as much as I like, for example, Montgomery, in a zone read, if I'm a defense, give it to Montgomery. You know what? I would
pick
rather
the poison.
Correct. I know he was gonna take it to the house last year. Now you're actually looking at 3 guys that, okay, if the quarterback give it to him or if the quarterback give it up, it could be a threat to take the ball. And if he pull it out and pass it, you got actually receivers who may actually make a play after they catch it. Where last year it was like, are they gonna catch it first? You know, catch it and secure the ball.
We got 3 receivers in Mooney, Claypool, and Moore that can score from any part of the field. A lot of people was giving Claypool, you know, some bad publicity. But if you go back and look at his rookie film from Pittsburgh, Lord have mercy. The boy was dominant. I mean, he was just dominant. But
I don't care about that.
Nah, I'm just saying. I mean, he was dominant.
I care about right now.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's got the potential of doing that right now, and then he's got weapons around him because he wasn't the number 1 receiver in Pittsburgh. Right. So now I could be Robin. I ain't got to be Batman. I could be Robin, and I could be the best Robin I can be. And the other thing about Claypool will punch your ass. You know, he'll tough dude, man. He'll fight you. He don't care. He'll fight you.
I respect that about him. You know, but I just think when the Bears made that trade, it was a panic move. They didn't want Green Bay to get him. So, because Green Bay was in the hunt for him too. So, I mean, it was strategic, but at the same time, I think it was a panic move because I wouldn't have gave them that first pick of the 2nd round. No, sir. So, not for Claypool. Because they giving him up for a reason. If he was that talented, they wouldn't have gave him up. You know, so, but that's just me. I hope he make me eat my words. You know what I'm saying? I hope Claypool dominate this year, man. I swear I do.
Sometimes you got to give a player up to try to get something for them before they walk out the door. Because who's the quarterback in Pittsburgh now?
Pickens.
Yeah, Kenny Pickens.
Yeah, but I think at that time it was Mitch. Mitch was starting at that time.
everybody was starting at that time.
Yeah, because they
Like,
was kind of
not even Mitch. He played when Roethlisberger was there. Then they went to the one who got popped in the head against Cleveland.
Yeah, we got
I
hit with
can't
the
think of his
helmet.
name, and so sometimes you got to get something for a guy before they walk out the door. Yeah, that was Myles Garrett that popped him in the head.
With the helmet.
Yeah. I don't. Is he still in the league? He might have a concussion.
Nah,
I
he
don't know.
probably out. Yeah,
Literally, he probably out asleep somewhere. It's like he probably
man.
out.
If Baba GD, I think you know GD. You know GD Mo. He come to boxing with us. The brother, he's recovering from a stroke.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, he a Pittsburgh fan, man. He is talking about Pittsburgh.
What is that dang old quarterback's name?
I forgot his name too.
Right.
He was known too.
I mean, we looking at the production of when Roethlisberger got hurt, and now you got this dude.
Rudolph is his name. Rudolph.
I think it was
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
But then they had the nerve to have a quarterback controversy in Pittsburgh with him. Like, it wasn't a controversy. Man, we don't know who we're going to start right now. Whoever you start is going to be trash. It don't matter, right? Mason Rudolph, yep. Whoever it is, it's going to be trash. So when you get guys like that come in, you got players that be like, man, I don't want to play for this dude. So that could be it. But now the thing is here, these guys want to play with Fields. They want to play with him because they know the potential. It's like, all I got to do is get open. My complaint for many years, even when we had Robinson, we had guys that could not make separation.
Yep.
These guys can get open. And you add Cole Kmet in there now? Oh, come on, man.
I've been telling y'all all year Cole Kmet was the man, bro.
Oh, Cole Kmet is a dog.
He a dog. He's a dog.
Is.
They paid him that money too. He was worth that money, man.
Right, he made some nice catches last year. I mean, he was starting to get into a groove last year, right near the end of the season. I mean, I think it was one play where he caught the ball like right up the seam, and the guy was right there, man.
And he spun around.
Yeah,
man.
My nickname for him is area code. You just gotta put an area code on that dude. He gonna go get it.
Yeah.
And that's the comfortable, it's comfortability with the quarterback. We just like, man, I can just get it to this area. Big fella gonna go try to get this ball for us. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the other thing too, Mo. Him and Claypool played together at Notre Dame, man.
God, here we go.
I ain't a big Notre Dame fan, but no. What I'm saying is he got a guy that could be like,
no, I know what you're saying.
Hey, man, you BSing, dog.
Right, getting this place.
We gonna get you out of here, whatever, and he gonna play. Depending on what team you on, that's why the whole Jalen Carter to Philadelphia thing was big. I looked at, man, let's get to something real quick, Nutty. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I looked at Bryce Young, and I'm so glad we didn't get him. Oh my God.
I mean, he's like a deer in headlights. He don't got a line. Now they see what it's like to not have a line, to have a quarterback who's mobile or who's going to have to be mobile in order to make plays. Because right now he don't have a DJ Moore. He got Thielen, who's on the decline. He has, I don't even know the other other receiver's name, but I think he got the running back from the Eagles, right? Miles Sanders. I think they got them now. But
they got Miles Sanders.
His team, I don't want to see him. Well, I do want to see him do bad so we can get that pick. So we get that high pick.
Hey, I think we'll be top five, maybe top five.
Top 2, I hope. You know what I'm saying? Because we need Marvin to come on in, man.
Right.
I agree, man. He looking like a deer in headlights right now, man. And this is just the preseason.
I saw him play. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, bro, like, oh my God. He looked, who did they play? He looked very bad.
Yep, and
very bad.
They compared him to Patrick Mahomes. Remember, they said he was a smaller version of Patty Mahomes, man.
Nah,
So yeah, a
and
small
and
version of
and,
Patty.
and sophomore ball maybe, but
Yeah,
man,
Hey,
Nutty,
Mike
you
Day
ain't seen
said,
him,
"What
Nutty?
y'all think about Jordan Love?" I haven't seen Jordan Love. He said, "What do y'all think about Jordan
He's
Love?"
been
And then
doing
acting
okay.
like he's not going to miss Rodgers. You think he'll be all right?
Yeah, he's been doing all right. He's not Aaron Rodgers, so he don't scare us like that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get after him. But oh, I thought somebody said we needed Bryce Young to come to us this year. I'm like, man, have you seen
yeah.
it? Maybe that print was a little too little for me. You know, when you get old, the print be starting to make what you want to say. I was like, we needed Bryce Young. No, we didn't.
I look at I look at Jordan Love like it's hit or miss with him right now. Like, yeah, of course he a Packer. I can't stand the Packers. I hope they suck. But all the time, I think he could be in a good situation because of the simple fact the team was already established. They just need another quarterback. It's kind of like the Jalen Hurts thing. They don't have as much talent as Jalen Hurts, but they've been playing together already. So you still got the O line. That defense is killer in Green Bay. That's what people sleep on. So we're gonna have our hands full week one, um, as far as our offense versus their defense. But I think their offense, they're going to be real reliant on the running game. Like people can think Jordan Love is going to pass that ball, they're going to run that ball with Aaron Jones and with the other big fella. So and then they got a rookie who was doing all right too in preseason. So I can't see them airing it out with Jordan Love. Nah, I can't see that at all. I can see a lot of trick plays. You know how they do the end around all the time against us. So I can see them trying that again
And they
with
always get
Dobbs.
30 yards on that same play.
Yep, with Dobbs because Dobbs is speedster. So hopefully we'll be on it now. We got linebackers and better DBs now. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think they just need him not just really to come in to be a game manager
yeah.
for right now because he's really still a project. I haven't seen,
Mm-hmm.
nobody really talked about how many reps he got in practice and all of that
Yep.
type of stuff. But he could be all right. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I
He's
don't I
super
don't think he's gonna
confident
be a
though.
world. Yeah, he's not gonna be a world beater where we sitting there scared of him or you know what I'm saying. I
Nah.
think we had some fear of Aaron Rodgers because no matter what we did, this dude was gonna find a way to beat us. No
Oh
matter
my
what we
God.
did. But now he's gone, and so now it's like, hey, we got that guy over here,
Yep.
and we went and got this guy some weapons.
Yep.
I would love to be a fly on the wall on that pregame speech right before the Bears come out to play the Packers.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because
mean
that's
that,
the game we need, bro.
yeah. Because if we come
That's the
out
one we
and
need.
whoop them around, oh my goodness, it's gonna be a great year.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
gonna what Plank say 2-0 every game.
Right. Right.
we get the 2-0. And it's gonna be funny because it was funny because last year all of us was like, I'm taking the other team. you know, nah. I'm looking at my record. Nope. I'm taking the other team. This year it's gonna be some people taking the Bears, and I'm gonna be one of them. I'm excited about the season. I know some of y'all call me a Bears hater. And I ain't gonna say no names, but that's all right. I'm just thrilled.
Hey, you know what? But the thing too on here, man, I love the show because we realistic, right? As much as we Bears fans, we tell the truth about, we think they're gonna lose, we think they're gonna lose, or we think they're gonna win, think gonna win. I was just talking to a young lady at work who just started, and she was like, "How y'all gonna do in game one against the Packers?" She a Packer fan. I said, "Well, you know what? I don't know yet, but I'm not putting a lot on that first game yet because it's too many unknowns on both teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So
By the time maybe it get close, I come to a decision. But right now, I can't say because it's just too
so
many.
hey, on that first game, the theme show for the show, the theme song for the show should be George Michael's. Cause I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. I gotta have faith, baby. Dun, 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 dun. That's it right there. That's it right there. We just gotta have a little faith. The faith of a mustard seed, man. We can do anything.
You
So
know, week one is always the week of the unknowns anyway.
Yeah.
So
we
it's
going coming
always
in
the
healthy.
team. It's always the team that starts off maybe 3-0, that's not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I hope it's us. But
Right.
week one is always the week of the I don't bet, I don't gamble, none of that on week one. No good.
Yeah, it's too many,
Hey,
too many.
we snuck around and beat the 49ers last year in the first couple weeks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how, but we did. You know.
Yeah. Hey, so we'll be back next week after Bears finish the third preseason game. Hey, y'all got anything before we wrap up tonight?
No, this is gonna be a good test for the guys that don't normally play, especially against Buffalo. So it should be a good test. Playoff caliber team. You know, depends on how long they're gonna play their starters. I'm looking forward to Stevenson because Stevenson was one of the guys they sat out last week. He actually played
because he missed two picks. He had 2 picks.
Oh yeah, one of them went like right through his hands.
Man, right through his in the end zone.
Yeah,
he around the football, right? Nobody's really catching the ball on him, like 1-on-1. They're not really
right.
And so the other thing, he gets on the job training. Kind of reminds me of myself when I played at Valley, because he has to stick DJ Moore a lot in practice. And so, and they said it's like the battle has been like 50-50. Sometimes DJ Moore get him, sometimes he get DJ Moore. But they say he ain't running away. They say he right there. Yeah,
that's good.
So we'll see what happens. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Okay. Hey, please hit the subscribe button down below if you're watching us on YouTube, and if you're watching us on Facebook, join the Bears Banter Talk Show. So see you next time. Peace.